Wer findet raus, was es heute geht? Ja, Eselsbrücken! Also, den Esel hätten wir auch weglassen können. Well, today we talk about Eselsbrücken in English. And I did a little research on the name. And I found out that donkeys don't like to cross water. So if there's a little river or a little stream, they don't know how deep the water is. And that's why they don't want to cross that. I think that makes them very intelligent. So people built them little bridges, and that allowed the donkeys to cross those little rivers. I have prepared some memory aids for you today that help you, like the little donkeys, to cross your exercise on a safe path. Yeah? So let's have a look at that. Let's start our memory aids with the tenses. So you have a lot of phrases that you probably know already, but it's always good to remember them again. The first one, he, she, das, es muss mit. That's always a classic. Second one also, by yesterday, ago and last, verwende immer simple past. That's what I always say, go for the signal word, and that helps you to find out which tense you need. Here it's a simple past. The third one, wenn der Didi kommt, muss der Ede weg. Didi, that's the did here. Ede, that's the Ede here. That means if you have a question, you need a Hilfsverb. And if you have a Hilfsverb, the tense is always in the Hilfsverb. He played football. Did he play football? The next one. Did und Grundform ist die Norm. Nach did steht nie die Past Tense Form. As I said, if you have a Hilfsverb, the did, you have the verb only in the first form, and the tense is in the did. Do, did, done. And the classic, never, ever, since und vor, open, present, perfect store. You have the never, and you have the have, and the be in present perfect is have or has, and the third form. Also in the second, has lived, and then you have a since. That's not really difficult. The second memory aids are about one letter only. Let's have a look at that. The first one, we have a since, and you have a point here, and that's the solution already. Since ist Zeitpunkt. Now isn't that easy? And then the other one has to be Zeitspanne. Isn't that super cool? So Zeitpunkt, Zeitspanne. Go for the dot, go for the point. The second one, then and then. That's also a classic. You always get mixed up with that, and it's so easy. Look for the E. Zeit has an E, then has an E. Then with an A, als with an A. So you only look for one letter actually, the E and the A. The third one, much, many. Only one letter. Much is unzählbar, many ist zählbar. And I like this one. Lassen sich die Sachen zählen, many wählen. Keep that in mind. Last but not least, we have the relative clauses. There is something nice I can tell you here. Who has an O, and you can make a little face in the O. It's a little bit too small here, but you know, you get the point. Who is for persons. Which has a point. That means it is used for things. And if you get lost and you say, well, I can't really remember that, both are possible with persons and things if you use that. So again, who is for persons, which is for things. That can be used for both persons and things. And if you are in the final exam and you can't remember, take the that. That's on the safe side. The very last one. They sound all the same to you, there, and there, but they are completely different and they mean something completely different. So that is to avoid there, look, where, here, there. It's always the same. There again has an E, and ear is E. And they are, you have to make two words out of that, they are, and then you know immediately what it is about. Sie sind, they are very old. So I hope those memory aids helped you a little bit to write better texts. Try to remember them, try to keep those memory aids in mind and be as clever as the donkey that never walks through the water but uses the bridge. And if this little donkey tells you, I think I can't cross that water, you tell him, don't sink, swim.